to the Discord. After that, price is up forever. We're going to start marketing it properly after this. And yeah, there's so much value in it that to charge only $57 a month is criminal. So we'll be moving up to $77. But if you get it within the next week, you'll have lifetime $57. We've got so much new fucking content that's uploaded to it. We've got hundreds of videos, and it's the community's great. We've got the affiliate system coming, the leaderboard system coming. Excuse me, by the way, for having a very sore throat. I've got a cough at the moment. I'm on the tail end of what probably was COVID, could have been the flu. Hard to tell these days. Same fucking thing. But my throat's pretty fucked. But today we are here. We are clear, and we're gonna be crushing some Zoom. I can't stream on GG because still people don't know my screen name, which is lovely. So people still be folding. But yeah, I can definitely do it on Stars, because that cat was out of that bag a very long time ago. So let's fucking play. So 50 NL, we have to be aware of what the pool is going to be like. It's probably around the same toughness as the 200 NL on GG. The regs on 200 NL and GG are going to be on average better. 50 NL regs still not going to be too good. However, there's not that many recreational players for regs. There's a lot of regs playing these things. I'm sorry about the coughing. It's going to be a continuous thing, no matter what I do. Squeezing King Jack here. You can definitely get away with folding it. Do whatever you want. If you believe you have a huge post-op edge, you can even get away with calling it, but I wouldn't recommend that. So beautiful people in the chat, feel free to say hi. Feel free to tell me beautiful things about your life, about what's going on. So we are going to fold this one, and we're going to 4-bet this one. The regs on 50 NL, they're going to have just like normal pre-flop ranges. So it's relatively important to know what those are. Like, he's going to know what hands he's meant to be flatting versus a 4-bet. So this is the kind of hand we definitely want to be double barreling with. We're going to be going small, then we're going bigger on the turn. And the question is, do we try and fold out jacks and 10s? Never mind. All right, everything I just said has changed. We now beat some hands. We beat the odd ace jack. We beat the odd 8-9. We beat the odd 7-8 suited. So we've gone from bluff house to value house. We beat pocket 9s. He might have pocket 7s pre. Hands like this. G-Man Adelstein on table 2. So him checking back's pretty good news. We now lose to pocket 7s and 7-8 suited. There's only 2 combos of 7-8 suited now. We're just going to give up. We also beat Jack 10 and 10-9, which is worth noting. This is probably not a bluff. This is probably not a bluff. It's probably a very, very under-bluffed spot. Hello, Mr. 55 Bingo. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'll get the other chat up as well, actually. What's the matter? So yeah, as I was saying before, you have 1 week left of early access to the Epiphany Poker Elite membership, and after that, prices go up forever. Hundreds of hours of fucking content for $57 a month, and a whole community around it as well. People playing from free money up to the high stakes. They're answering your goddamn questions about how to play certain hands. It's really fucking cool. If I just go, I'll just show you on screen quickly. This is what you can be expecting. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. Looks pretty fucking cool. Range Analysis Masterclass, Poker Masterclass, Mindset Masterclass. Access to the elite membership. The room that we're in, there's just a shit ton of content there. And then the Discord itself is phenomenal. Chances to be an affiliate if you ever want to make a little bit of side income. There's going to be a leaderboard system that we've created. We're just getting that live now. Going to be hosting free rolls. Going to be doing tons of stuff. Meetup games. We got a fucking sick thing going on. All right, we're going to be opening 6-7 suited, calling a very small 3-bet against what I can only assume is a recreational player, judging by the fact that he made a very small 3-bet. How's the Bankroll challenge? It's good. I'm on pause at the moment. I'm crushing it, but I'm on pause at the moment because I'm ill. And yeah, I don't want to fuck up my Bankroll challenge playing whilst ill. I had a few losing sessions in a row, and I was like, I probably shouldn't be doing this. The thing is, we might also win on a jack. I don't think it's enough, though. I don't think it's enough. Why am I playing these stakes? Because I'm playing and explaining. Yo, Kakateer's talking shit about you, bro. Yeah, that guy's, I don't know what the fuck happened with that guy. Yeah, we were like chill, had a good conversation. He was telling me about how he wants to fuck 18-year-olds. And then he just turned super toxic overnight. And sometimes people just harbor a lot of negativity, and there's nothing you can do. I got to be honest, I got pretty triggered over the last couple of days just fucking talking to toxic people whilst I was in a very emotionally vulnerable state. So I'll take some fucking responsibility for not handling myself with as much grace as I would have liked. I think here we're just gonna go big. Fair enough. Kind of wanted like the not quite snap call. Alright. Assuming this is a recreational player, judging by the sizing pre-flop, the timing pre-flop, just feels very recreational playery. Hello from New Jersey. Hello, Frank the Bank. Yeah, it's also it's a delicate minefield out there. It's like you want to be open to a criticism as much as you can. You never want to close yourself off to criticism. You have to call this on the right by though, with such a tiny 3-bet. This is going to be close to a fold, but judging by his 3x, he's probably a recreational player, so we can defend it. We'll check it. We'll go 2x. Fair enough. We're not trying to get him off. Not trying to get him off an ace there. Have lucky music. Could play some lucky music. What do you think? We'll see. We'll see about 5 so. Fold it. If I can crush white, I'll stream it because I'm a teacher, my friend. Because I'm a teacher. I like to teach. I was thinking about it. I probably got like something crazy like 500 hours of coaching experience or something like that. Not even including like the Bankroll challenge and stuff like that. Just fucking coaching, which is crazy stuff. No, this doesn't feel like a great situation. I guess we can overbet it. It's very close between overbet and check on this one. You'd have for overbet to be terrible, he would have to be check calling some flushes on the flop or some like big hands on the flop, or he'd have to call me down pretty light on the turn with some like parent open enders, no heart, stuff like that. Charlie playing 50 now. Bankroll confirmed. Yeah. Times have been tough. Bitcoin's actually Bitcoin's doing great. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, times are good. Nick Moss asked a good question. Do you think multi-tabling impacts how well you play, especially not playing GTO or decisions formulaic? Yeah, for sure. You have to feel out, and it's going to depend on the day and depends on the person who's doing it. You just have to feel out where your threshold is. I used to 24 table when I was properly grinding, but you know, it's we're not as young as we used to be. No, because if I'm teaching as well, I don't want to be doing that much. Here we're just going to size up, get max value out of flush draws and ace-x. We'll make this fold. Same story on the turn. Now there's even more flush draws. Like ace-3 of spades is just going to call whatever size we want. But we also want him to be able to call like ace-10 offsuit, hands like that. Beautiful river. Only leads to pretty much two combos now, which are king-10 of clubs and king-10 of spades. And the question is what to do about that. And I guess the answer is just go for it all. I don't know if he's going to call me down too light with just ace-5 anyway. So then we just have to hope he has either ace-queen, ace-6, ace-7, or like ace-10 that's just going to hero call. Did I have 100% of myself in what? In what, sorry? He asked on Twitter if we thought Doug's video on Burke was cruel. Yeah, it was very cruel. Like cruelty can often be masked with humor, but no, you can judge how cruel something is based on the intention behind it, and based on what he wants to achieve and what he is achieving from that. What the fuck is this? Very confused about that. Has he just got a 9? Do I min bet? I'm not gonna, but he just has a 10. Weird. Could have got way more money there. Could have got way more money. Kakady said he would play in my 200 Russian cash challenge just to fuck me over. Yeah, so this is one of the problems that we're. I mean, I'm not too worried about Kakady in particular, but maybe some better players I'd be worried about. So I've been talking with a guy called Andrew Chen about the challenge, and there's two big problems about it. One, if somebody really likes me, and I will tell people not to do this, but if somebody really liked me, they could just donate stacks to me, and that would just ruin the challenge. That would just, fucking basically just give me $100,000 out of thin air. Two, if somebody really dislikes me and happens to be good at poker, again, not worried about Kaki in particular, but they could drop down in stakes, if they're like some 10k NL grinder comes on. And it's not like it's me just trying to beat the stakes. It's me saying, hey, I want to try and beat these stakes at like 14 big blinds per 100. So even having like one extra crusher when you're playing 14 big, this is going to be close to a fold, by the way. When you're playing 14 big blinds per 100 is pretty fucking wild. It really messes with your win rate and things like this. The only reason this is a call if they're 3-bet like king queens and stuff like this, we get to show down against them. Never mind. I think we'll mix call and 4-bet. I don't have a randomizer, so we'll just 4-bet this one, huh? It's Friday, double cash drop in RNC. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess for the Bankroll challenge that could be kind of handy. Again, I'm just ill at the moment. Like I'm not going to be playing my absolute best. And yeah, I'm also just a little bit emotional at the moment. I just had my kid, and being ill and emotional is like this weird combo where my brain is less so in intellectual mindset and more so in more so in emotional mindset. Somebody says, I mean, it is scandalous he was charging 4K for a course. I mean, maybe. I'm going to say something that's going to trigger a bunch of you guys, but 4K in poker isn't that much money. Like, if you're playing high stakes poker or mid stakes poker, if you're playing 5-10 at the Bellagio, for instance, which, by the way, most of these regs could beat 5-10 at the Bellagio. So, you know, it doesn't take it like a super high skill level to be able to. Maybe if they had a little bit more confidence, as they could adjust to live poker, they would. It doesn't take a high skill level to go beat 5-10 live in America and various places. If you buy a course that's like super valuable for $4,000, the ROI would be fucking insane. You know, like if you manage to learn stuff that you then have for the rest of your goddamn career, $4,000 just isn't much money at all. Somebody said we accept Zinhow's bet of 100K. No, I'm accepting somebody else's bet of 100K. So I'm talking to Andrew Chen about it at the moment. I'll be real with you. Zinhow, he seems like a great guy. We spoke afterwards, but he posted a video of him like watching me singing, and it's a video I like made for my grandma a couple of years ago, and then took it down off YouTube because I got so much hate for it. And he just made a video being like, bro, what is this? You know, whatever energy. It was pretty funny, but at the same time, when you don't know someone and you don't know how they're going to feel about that and you don't know how they're going to react to that, that's just not a thing you do. It's not a way to interact with other human beings. So from that, I would rather bet with somebody who I like and you know isn't going to be kind of trolly than somebody that's going to be trolling. Half pot's going to be around about the point where you start folding this. We'll call one, and then I think we might actually just blast off here. The check on the turn, we're not going to blast off. He's just got fucking showdown value all the time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's just got like 10s through queens, and then he's got a bunch of like king, queen, king, jack. So yeah, he's just probably just got king, jack, whatever. Here. This doesn't feel good either. Just fold that. Playing discipline today. Kakati is live now, analyzing my RNC 200 highlights. Good luck to him, my friend. Good luck to him. People don't really just check these down to fold, by the way, so we're not going to try and bluff this. Course is aimed at beginners to intermediate. I actually don't know what course it is. I don't know what the $4,000 course was. Would you like art? I don't know what that means. Okay, so if I just spoke about something being aimed at 5-10 grinders and it's not aimed at them, somebody educate me. But anyway, the point is, there might be truth to the video. There might be, you know, it might be good for Doug to say like, hey, this is probably a little bit overpriced or whatever. But at the same time, why is he doing that? Is he doing that from a place of wanting to protect his audience? Is he doing that from a place of wanting to make the community a more healthy place? Or is he doing it from a place of disliking somebody, having a personal grudge against them, and wanting to hurt them using the abilities that he has on YouTube? And it seems quite obvious to me. This is going to be theoretically a fold, but we're going to be like getting through reaction very often in position against this guy. Hey, Carl Henningsen, how's it going today? Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit emotional. Yeah, I've got some stuff going on with my new baby. Very good emotions in general. But yeah, just stuff, you know, just stuff. So we're gonna raise it. Oh no, Tony gave me a snowman. I guess we're all in. Oh no, I can't use it. No. King 8. King 8, we're not trying to make fold. Good try, good try. Sketchy says, love to you and your family. Too many haters. It's just funny. Jealousy and not agreeing with someone's views is not a reason to hate, for fuck's sake. Charlie will welcome Kakati into the pool with easy work. Yeah. Is your GG poker name Discipline 13? No. No, not that one. Kaki obsessed with Charlie. Yeah, seems like it. So play out loud course. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. All right. I'm going to focus on the poker for a bit. See if I can actually get some good education. I think we're just going to pot the turn. Get him to fold everything worse than a queen. Get him to even fold some flush draws. Yeah, I definitely got swept up a little bit by a lot of the toxicity, and yeah, I was responding emotionally where I should have taken time to just meditate, but I was just really fucking ill. I'm not blaming myself too hard for how I handled it. I think here we're just gonna check back and represent Ace King on the turn pretty well. It's gonna be the plan, and if he does happen to have a nutted hand. People way under bluff this when you check back. You know, they don't take their fucking, I don't know, pocket nines or whatever and just fucking go for it. And we'll have some disguised hands if we do end up hitting. The 10's kind of perfect. Let me just go all in. I guess we don't need to go all in actually. Just bet 24. Someone says, I think it's almost impossible to beat Stars 15L Zoom at 10 big blinds win rate. It's much tougher than you might think. I mean, it's not that tough. I gotta be real. You see me bluffing off stacks of recreational players here, but I did just do a Bankroll challenge, and I got very very familiar with the pool. And don't get me wrong, some of the leaks that these players have pre-flop aren't as big as they used to be. You know, it used to be like these guys are probably better at pre-flop now than 500 Zoom was about 7 years ago. So you know the pre-flop game is getting a lot better. The flop game's got a little bit better, and the turn of the river game, people just kind of suck still. Like there's a reason that these regs are still playing 50NL as opposed to 100 or 200 or whatever. And I'm not saying they're bad at poker by any means. Like, you know, they have to be very very solid poker players, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with with playing these stakes. And hey, love you too, brother. Stop 3-bet me, he says. No can do, my friend, no can do. I think I'm actually just going to go for 250 here and make sure a 10 just calls me. Might every now and again get a bluff raise from like Queen Jack. Can I play hundreds and more stars? I just don't have any money on stars right now. I don't want to fucking go busto, so I can't do these play and explain. Took all my money off stars. I think I still have like 10k in free tickets or something. Some ludicrous thing from something I did with True Geordie. Good morning, the Nados. I guess we check. If I weren't me, this would be a great bluff. So for why? That's upswing, Charlie to referee. I'll be real. I think the upswing courses are going to be better. I'm not biased. I'm not going to be like, fuck upswing. No, I'm sure they got great courses. I have a ton of disagreements with Doug about how to teach poker, and whatever. These things are nothing to write home about. Every poker coach will have different ideas about how to teach poker. They have different content things. Nobody has all the answers. Nobody knows exactly what's going on. But from my personal opinion, I would take an upswing course before I took a solve for white course. That being said, that just doesn't make up for the fact that somebody is out there trying to spread so much hate in the community. And it's just it's very disappointing to see so many of the bigger creators not speak out against it because they're terrified of. I shouldn't say terrified, but they're scared of the reaction that they'll get from Doug. And I know quite a few people that are exactly like that. The reason they don't want to speak out against the kind of like bully culture is because they're worried about, okay, will this turn back on me at some point? All right. So he did go small on the flop, which doesn't mean anything. He could just be a reg that goes small with his entire range, but some percentage of the time he is going to be a pretty unbalanced in that kind of whoa. Checking back aces on that river is insane. This is what I'm talking about. Some of these regs they understand a little bit of flop strategy, but when it comes to the nitty gritty of range analysis, that's pretty poor. Go C-bet exploit a little bit smaller here with nines. My Star Trek fan. Yeah. Why did I take my money off stars? You just took it off as well. I just don't think stars are very very good for playing online poker right now. I'm playing these pools. Not many recreational players playing. I'm playing because I'm just playing and explaining. It's got the best software. I can show how to beat regs at 50 now, things like that. Some big ass 4-bet. Against the smaller 4-bet, we can continue. I think we're gonna call this one. This is close as well. The good thing is that you get to go 3-way quite a lot. The bad thing is when you go 3-way, the SPR is actually pretty fucking small. So we'll call, there'll be 31 in the middle. So he's probably not going to be shoving turns, so we probably get to see the river. Queen's obviously good. We can have a bunch of Queen X. So yeah, the question is, do we want to keep bluffing? And the answer now is no. We're probably just losing them. Nice. Do you think Zoom is better than normal ring poker? I think it's better for getting good at poker, but I think it's tougher on average. Drobovic TV says, yo, Charlie, congrats to your family. Do you have a crisis moment in your career? What can you say about this period? I wouldn't say I had a crisis moment. I did have a moment where I went from $500,000 to basically zero, and I put my last 5K. I thought I had 45K to my name, but I actually only had 5K. Crazy story. And I put that in a 5K tournament, and then I won the fucking tournament, not knowing that I only had 5K to my name. I would have been absolutely fine because I could coach at that point. It was like 7 years ago, and I was probably charging like $400 an hour for coaching. So I was completely fine. You know, it's not like I wasn't going to be able to grind it back. But anyway, I won that tournament, and then after that, I went from that 5K, and I had like a $2 million upswing, and I had like half of my action in all of it because I was staked by open. So that was very close to what you might call a crisis, but in my opinion, it's not really a crisis at all. Will I accept the Zinhao bet of 100K? So it was my bet, not his, and I'm speaking to Andrew Chen about it, not Zinhao. It's a very good point, Sheriff Cod, by the way. What do I think about semen retention? I think it's powerful if you know what you're doing with it, and I think it can make somebody feel stale if you don't. Thank you, Mr. G-Man Adelstein. So there's actually a huge mindset difference of some Pad spoke out. Did he say anything? Or did you just mean he spoke out before with that tweet that he put out? Let's go check out Pads' Twitter. No, yeah, okay, the tweet you said before was really good. I actually sent him a message saying good job on saying that. Shout out to Pads, one of the lads. Sup, Cipriano. And I'm playing on the 215 on Sunday. Which side is that? Which side is the 7.5 million guaranteed? Because if it's on GG, I'll probably play it for the Bankroll challenge, honestly. Although maybe I won't because I might be a little bit too busy. But it would be pretty cool. We're just going to go big. PokerStars is not full of nits, my friend. GG is full of nits. This is the big difference between PokerStars and GG. Shout out to Memory62, by the way. I'll give him the courtesy fold for saying that. On GG, my red line is like 40 BB per 100. It's honestly huge. It's insane. Because everyone folds everything. Nobody bluffs anything. It's absolutely wild. On PokerStars, and it takes me a while to adjust to this, I have to be more careful about my blue line because people actually stack off here. How did the challenge end? No, I'm challenge is still going. My challenge is $500 to $100,000. I'm on what am I fucking on right now? I'm on like 6.5K, something like that. I had a little bit of downswing. I was up to like 8.5. Something I don't like about GG is that the noting system's really shitty. It takes ages to like see that you have a note on someone, and then to actually read it it's like really clunky. With stars, they've nailed it. Oh yeah, guys, check out my fucking Discord. I'm just gonna give a little fucking plug after these ends. Double gutty. I guess we just check. Pro saved ourselves. Or at least got to see the river where we want to normally. Yeah, check this motherfucker out for a second. Oh my god, look at the fucking... You can watch fucking the whole of the... I think this is the Bankroll Challenge. Elite sessions, this is private coaching sessions that you can just watch now for fucking nothing. Whole of the Mindset Masterclass, Range Analysis Masterclass. So this Range Analysis Masterclass, I actually think is one of the best things that I've ever created. And it's just a 2-hour masterclass on range analysis, and it's really fucking good. And they've shortened it down to the best hour and 5 minutes. So, yeah, you go on that, you click exploit complete, and then you go on the Discord. Discord's fucking popping at the moment. And you can only get the early access, by the way, for the next fucking week. After that, everyone's gonna be paying more, unless you've bought in early access. Then you'll pay less for life. So we've actually not done much fucking marketing because it's not in our best interest to do it. So as you can see, loads of people fucking joining. Got all your different colors, got all the different types of people here. Got the elite there. These are the ones that are just online, and the starters, and everyone else. Fuck yeah. General chat's popping. Got the hand histories here. The elite chat. Where are the hand histories at? There you go. You can go on cash games. You'll find Charlie in the chat talking. You'll find a bunch of other people that just want to talk hands. So you'll post. Let's say you'll post the hand that you want, either in this kind of format or a video format or whatever it is, and then everyone can comment on it. Like this one, yeah, everyone's just fucking talking about it loads. And I'm in there. I'm talking strategy, as are many of my students who are playing a lot higher, playing like 1Ks, playing 510, 1020 live, things like that. We've got some higher stakes cash game grinders in there as well. I think the higher stakes cash game grinders might be like 1K and up, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, it's really fucking good. I only play cash game for the challenge, so it depends. I would love to play more than the cash games, but if I'm gonna do this prop bet against Andrew Chen for $100,000, whether I can do 5 BB per 100. This is good. I think this is a Charmander, by the way. I can't read chat. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Why is this broken? My chat's broken. Okay, just as I was complimenting. There you go. You think you're an artist. Just as I was complimenting Stars' noting system, it fucking glitches out. Yeah, we're going to be check raising, getting value from flushes and sets and 2 pairs. What do you got? Kings, or are you just giving up? Giving up! What a pussy. We love this guy. Here we're check raising. So again, in fucking GG, I don't know if it's just like a fucking wild sample size over like 16, 17k hands, but everyone just fucking folds everything. It's like I've never cooled anyone in all of my GG history. But here it feels like people are actually calling down with fucking 2 pair or whatever. What adjustments should I go from 2NL to 5NL? I'd say bluff a little bit more. But yeah, 2NL is just a lot about having the best hand. You want to play pretty loose from late position. So like button and small blind in 2NL, you want to be playing pretty loose. But early position, you just fucking play your pocket pairs, play your big cards, stuff like that, you know. You feel me? Alright, typing in the chat, so hopefully there's less chance this guy fucking tries to bluff us. This guy might be a reg, to be fair. Yeah, the reg on GG is pretty wild, huh? Here we're going to get value from his queen jacks and stuff like that. Here we're just going to give up. We're just clearing out all the ace kings, ace queens, ace jacks, king queens on the turn. Not trying to make someone fold jacks or whatever he's got. Rake on GG is crazy, yeah, super crazy. I didn't know about it either. I didn't know that they fucking lie about their rake backs and stuff like that. So it's the one criticism I have about GG, maybe the biggest criticism at least, is they're not honest about their rake back system, or at least not very transparent about it. What's the difference between the website and Discords? So they're very connected, very interconnected. You can go check out epiphanypoker.com, and I'll put the link in the chat, and just fucking have a look ski. But you can join the Discord for free. And just check it out. If you don't like it, don't pay. If you think it might be good, check it out. Hey there, love to see you live, mate. Yeah, live. Yeah, good to see you, Mr. F for real glitch or whatever your screen name is. Give these guys a tier 4 label for his well-sized 3-bet pre-flop. I'll assume he's a reg. A question about transition from cash to MTT and vice versa. A general guideline for a beginner: start cash to learn basics, switch to MTTs, come back to cash when you hit mid to high stakes. I would say you probably want to specialize. So first of all, I always recommend people to learn either very low stakes sit and goes, where you get to play deep stacked quite a lot, or go to like 2NL Zoom and just get as many hands in as you possibly can. Against a very small opening size against this guy, I think we'll go for it. GTO check back. Oh yeah, what did you give up with? I forgot. Ace 9. You opened Ace 9 offsuit under the fucking gun. You're talking to me about GTO, you crazy Romanian bastard. You love to see it. You love to see it. 3-bet on the Rockets here. Alright. This stack depth, so we're just going to fucking 5-bet. Call the overbet on the turn. And call aces in pre. Oh my goodness gracious me, he's gone for it. He's only fucking gone for it. This is shout out to this guy, by the way. Sigh. Do I give him his 50 cents? I don't think that's a bluff 1 in 20 times. Nice hand, my friend, nice hand. It probably is a bluff 1 in 20 times. I just don't want to fucking give it to him. I don't even care if I just don't want to give him his fucking 1 big blinds. That's my fucking move. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. In GG, I've played 17,000 hands, not seen that kind of move with ace 5 once from a reg. Like nothing even close to it. Not even close. And it's wild because they're all playing like fucking 20% 3-bet still. But nobody's fucking 4-bet bluffing or 5-bet bluffing or anything like that. I checked flop, right? Pretty sure I checked flop. Check flop, bet big turn, bet big river. King 10's good. You're the only coach in your academy. Yeah, there are people that post coaching content, but it's none of them are formal coaches yet. I got to be real. I don't trust many people when it comes to coaching poker. In my opinion, it's a very delicate process of building up somebody's thought process from the ground, and a lot of people just get it wrong. They throw in too many wild concepts too early. They miss it. They just confuse the crap out of people in reality. Here we're going to be checking down. Here we're going to be check calling at least one, probably two. Let's check it. Nice. Yeah, king jack off. So we probably weren't folding many ace highs on the turn. Still think stars are the best site? No, I do not. I prefer GG now. I think there's a big gap in the market. There's a big ass gap in the market for a new site, and let's just say my company and I are looking into getting a gambling license. Let's just throw that out there. We'll just fucking throw that, sprinkle the breadcrumbs in front of our house. We probably just have the best hand here, huh? Right, we'll play our Romanian friends game as well. We'll play the old min bet. Yeah, he's got ace high. No, he's got tens. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm crying. That's funny. Yeah, I love the idea of making a site that's genuinely good to grind on. Having like 7 deuce game cash games, having like really, really good access to player pools, really high rake back or really low rake or whatever it is, stuff like that. Obviously, it would be hard to find the recreational players at first, but I think there's a lot of ways you could do that as well. I love this guy. All right, my friend, you're getting a tier 7 reg label. But I love you. Alright, we're going to be checking back the 10 here. We're actually, on the 10, we're going to be folding to a big bet. And we'll call it a small bet. We'll just call this size as well. Yeah. Absolute min raise, 3-way with a recreational player. Kill this. Somehow flopping a combo draw. Don't know where the fuck that came from. Very, very hard to flop a combo draw with deuce 3 suited. Thank you, Sanya. Cool. So his jack 10s get there. Other than that, there's not much. I think we can't check raise here because I don't think he bets his like ace 7s on the river. So I think we just have to kind of value bet ourselves and just hope he calls one pair, which is his most likely holding by far. Nines? It's probably not a flush, is it? It's probably not a flush. Ace 9, king 9. We're obviously not folding. It's about whether we 3-bet or call. I think we're gonna we can definitely be behind here, but I think we're just gonna 3-bet the river and assume he's gonna call all his sets in 2 pairs. And then if he shoves, we just fold. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm pretty sure we're folding, but I'm just gonna make sure. We're getting like 1,000,000 to 1. The min raise on the river, though. The min raise on the river. Nobody ever bluffs with the min raise on the river. Alright. Alright. Please make a site with Tony G. Would HUDs be allowed on the site? I think if we were to make a site, me and my business partner, it would be inbuilt HUDs. So like the way that GG does it. Maybe with a little bit more depth, and then something that explains it. Are you okay? I'm streaming your sound. I'm streaming without viewers, but have your stream in the background. Yeah, you can do that. You can restream me all you want. Repackage, repurpose my content all you fucking want. Try to put your own spin on it if you can, but I'm not a fucking totalitarian nonce. Spread mix games. I don't know, maybe. What games can you still beat? Is it true you lose high stakes these days? No. I mean, maybe the game's changed in the last year, and I stopped being able to beat the 25Ks online and things like that. Maybe I've stopped being able to beat the fucking everything I've ever beat, but probably not, my friend. What you'll find is that there are a few people throughout the whole of my career that have been like, this guy sucks at poker, rah, 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 rah. And then I just win millions of dollars. And then they're like, he's lucky at poker, rah, rah, rah. And then people forget because time moves on, and, you know, I've retired basically. And you know, every now and again I'll jump in and get a few 6-figure scores, 7-figure score, you know, whatever. And then instead of people now saying, hey, Charlie, you're so lucky, god damn it. Now there's people being like, there's no way you ran that good back then. It's obviously a lie. So it went from people saying that I was way too lucky that it can't be real to now like there's no way that he was that lucky, he's lying. And at this point, I feel like it's a compliment. At this point, I feel like, you know, thank you. All right, here we are going to be raising to some number. Again, the problem is that I'm me. If I were to do this on GG, this would be fantastic. But the problem is I'm me, and he knows I'm me, probably. So I'm probably just going to get heroed down a lot. You know how it is. So that's why I chose a hand that has a fucking combo draw. So if he does decide to make some fucking ludicrous ace-10 hero call on the turn, then at least we have a chance of fucking outdrawing him. But on GG, I guarantee everyone just fucking folds like 95% of the time there. Neat. Oh no, is he gonna call me with ace-10? Oh no, so scary. Oh, couldn't pull the trigger. Couldn't pull the trigger. Will I play the Sunday Million this week? Is the Sunday Million the thing that has the 7.5 million guarantee? If it does, I will see what my schedule says. I'll see what my body's saying, because I'm still a little bit ill, and I don't want to fucking play until 2 a.m. if I'm ill. But I could stream it. We could have some fun with it. Nah, Sheriff, he isn't going to have sets when he fucking 4-bet jams the river. Trust me on that one. He's gonna have bluffs and the nuts, bluffs and nuts, and I ruled out bluffs because he min raised the river in the first place. Nobody ever fucking checks back turn min raise river as a bluff. Maybe this is just the size people use now. I just give up. Don't think he's folding against me. How's the 100k bet going? Yeah, I've talked about it a couple of times already. It's in negotiation with a guy called Andrew Chen. And the downside, the problem that I'm facing is that my prediction was that a bunch of people would donate money to me on stream, and a bunch of people would come down, like good rigs would come down and play against me, so it's harder for me to win. Yo. And somebody told me that, oh no, that's bad aces, isn't it? Yahoo. Alright, we'll take a double hold. I'm not even going to ask for just one. I'll take a double. My luck. Have I ever played short deck? I don't think I've played a single hand of short deck in my life. Why don't I respond to this cacti loser that's been calling me out? I did. I went on a stream and they kicked me off after like 10 minutes because I was like, dude, you're not making any points. And I got a little bit heated. So, fair enough. It's probably not the best use of my time. But I've learned that there are some times in life that it's worth like sticking up for yourself and, saying like, this is what the truth is. This is what this is. And there's sometimes it's just not worth doing. And Cacti doesn't have like a big enough audience or like good enough points that it's really worth me addressing too much. Yeah, it's a fun situation where I don't think you'll find any other industry in the world where somebody can, not to brag or anything, I literally turned $50 into fucking millions and millions and millions of dollars. And now I'm like, hey guys, I did this all by myself. I didn't get coaching. Do you who I am? Is what you just said in the chat, dude. I didn't get any coaching, didn't use any solvers, didn't fucking take any courses. All I did was watch the Grips Bankroll Challenge, hence why I recreated that through my own content. I'm not going to be leading this one. And people see me charging fucking $57 a month for limited time only, by the way. If you get it in the next week, you'll have that price for lifetime. And they're like, what a fucking scammer. He hasn't, in the last year, played these types of games. What a scam artist. He only turned $50 into millions of dollars by himself with his own fucking brain and has coached hundreds of people to do the same. Not turn into millions, but whatever. To absolutely crush. And they're like, what a fucking scam, $57. It's too much. So yeah, part of me gets like, I just want to fucking defend myself against the absolute nonsense. But then when I've taken a few deep breaths, it's like, okay, it's just humans being humans. We gotta love them for who they are. All right, so he can have queens. He can obviously have aces. Probably not kings with the sizing on the flop. This doesn't feel good, by the way. Just letting you know, this doesn't feel good. Okay. I don't know what the fuck's happening on Stars right now. Okay, guys, I've done a Bankroll challenge on Stars. I don't know if this is only a recent development or if it's because people are playing weird against me. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. But people are punting so hard. They're punting so fucking hard, and I don't know what to tell you. Because I don't know whether, if I do this, I don't know whether, if they play like this against me, I don't know whether they'll play like this against you, or whether it's legit only me. So I don't know what to tell you. Fucking good luck out there. Fucking salute. Why don't I still play 25Ks live anymore? Do I not enjoy it? Seems my friend Ben, he's doing really well. So not a competitive part of you wants to get, dude. That for the past like 4 years, I've been dying to go play live tournaments, and I've played a few. I jumped back in and actually got my biggest score a few years ago at Triton. That was a couple of years after I'd kind of like quote unquote retired. But yeah, I won like $1.6 million. Let's fucking go. And then also at the beginning of lockdown, I jumped in and played some online, and I got a 600k score, a 200k score, a 300k score, and then like another 200k score. That was pretty cool. But every day I'll like look online. There'll be some guy playing live at the bike, or there'll be some guy that's playing fucking, you know, watch Ben or Open win a fucking tournament, and I just want to play. I just want to go out there. I want to crush. But it's not the right time for me. I'm working on myself. I'm working on my family. I've got this big project in poker that I'm launching. I'm making content, and I've got this charity. And this charity, I've probably put in about fucking 250k into it, and it's very, very good. The software is amazing. The app is amazing. The team that we have is incredible. The concepts, we've got loads of people working with us, loads of other charities. So much good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So much good stuff. It's just I've been fucked around by lawyers. I've been fucked around by tech agencies, left, right, and center, by the governmental agencies that decide what's a charity and what isn't. There's like a million different things that you have to get right. Go back to 5K now. When you're setting up a charity, and it is exhausting. It is really fucking exhausting, but it will be worth it. Change is fucking coming. So yeah, I to answer your question in a more concise way, there's every atom in my body that wants to go out and crush high stakes poker again. It's very hard not to do it, because I crave it. You know, I crave the fucking. We're gonna call twice in Fall River, by the way. People underbluff the river quite a lot. Maybe at these stakes they don't. To be fair, maybe at these stakes they fucking overbluff it. Should we just cool down because people are playing fucking weird, and he's obviously a reg, and his sizing on the turn was a little bit funky. Should we just do it? Yes, boys. Yes, boys. Yeah, turn sizing was the thing that actually made me cool, but yeah, all right. By the way, it's very important when you see me do these things that you don't call me a genius or anyone else, because when he shows me aces there and I look like a fucking idiot, I also don't want you calling me a fucking idiot when they have aces there. So let's try not to be too results oriented, and you can just call me a beautiful, handsome man, and let's just stick to objective facts. All right, ace king offsuit. You got yourself a deal, my friend. Got me leading small here, hoping he raises a 10. He called me with ace 9. Unfortunate. Ace 9. Ace 9 of hearts as well. We had the old 3 outs on the river there. Is that the real Garrett Adelstein playing 50-0? You never know, man. You never know. You played in coin poker so many tournaments. Yeah, I was staked for those tournaments. Tony G just wanted me in them. I also lost in the cash games, like a decent chunk there as well. But personally, I made like 100k in that whole stint. But Tony G was like, "Hey, dude, come play some PLO." I was like, I'm like okay at PLO. I'm not like good or anything. And he's like, "Yeah, it's fine. I've just got Linus here and Limitless and all of Omaha for rolls here, like all of the best players in the world. Just play a little bit of 1K, 2K. You know, just splash around a few $100,000. I was like, I don't know if this is like the best use of your money. He's like, no, trust me, I got this. Yeah, we play. So I just lost a shit ton of money in those PLO games. There's no two ways about it. Are you trying to double check raise me, my friends? I'm not the king. Not the king. The snap check on the river. What is this? A fucking 8? Is this a fucking 8? Or is it 10s? Is it a fucking 8? I'm just betting. I don't even know what I'm betting. It was a king all along. What the fuck was that hand? I literally checked back 7s, 5s, 4s, fucking everything. I turn up with the one hand that I'm betting. The literal one hand that I'm betting on the river. And he's like, yeah, I got a fucking king. What about you? Alright, we're going to be squeezing here with this guy in the small blind. When will I reveal full detail about this charity? Yeah, you can ask any questions you want, my friend. My website was up for like 2 months, and then the fucking hosting provider took it down for fucking some payment stuff that went wrong. And the tech agency didn't have a backup of the thing. So now I've got them to send the files over to my CTO. And my CTO is all like, why haven't you backed it up? And they're like, well, maybe we can just charge you a little bit more money for recreating this fucking thing that we're meant to have backed up in the first place. It's a fucking shit show. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's like, maybe the universe is just keeping me chill for a bit. Maybe I just got to, like, you know, strengthen myself in life a little bit more. You know, maybe there's a reason that all of these pitfalls are coming ahead of me. Maybe I've got to make sure that when this thing launches, I've got to fucking... I'm in the perfect fucking flow state for as long as I fucking can be. Maybe that's what's going on. Who's the best player I've ever played against live? I recall you saying Linus or David Peters. So Linus live I found really easy to play against just because of live tells. David Peters was very hard for me to play against because he was very hard to read for a couple of different reasons. Nick Petrangelo I always found pretty hard to play against. Nick honestly, I know he's not in the conversation for like the GOAT, but when it comes to live tournaments, I've never been so impressed as I have with Nick Petrangelo about anybody. Yeah, so Nick Petrangelo, I know he does this fucking course for Upswing. I gotta be honest, I haven't watched it, but it's probably really fucking good. He just understands it so well. He understands the game so well. And the thing that he was best at was like getting on the level above other players. Yeah, he was really, really good at that. How good are people at Grosvenor casinos on a regular weekend night? Really, really, really shitty. Yeah, not very good. Nothing against them. Just in comparison to how they'll be online. The Grosvenor, like if you're talking about like the Vic on Edgware Road, it'll be like playing 5-0 on this. But people will have some moves as well. You know, it won't just be completely bland. People will actually have some moves. Getting there on the river. Very nice. And deciding to size up, whereas on GGO I'd size down. And he calls me with a set, to be fair. That's a fair enough hand to call. 10k a month playing 500 or 1k. Yeah. Cool. Why no GG cash games? Because there's still a few people that don't know my screen name. No, I'm just fucking trying to keep it a secret, you know. So I'll play some GG cash games later. All right, Mr. Dobrody. It's time to fucking crush this motherfucker. He's probably going to call us with fucking any pocket pair even against this size, so I just size up. He's going to call it like Jack 9 suited. He's just in that kind of mood, you know what I'm saying? He ain't in the... This is probably not an open. This is an open when I'm playing 200 Russian cash, almost always. But, but not on 50 zoom, which says a lot. What are we stream sniping? What's going on? Come on, put your money in. So when you lose, you were staked, and when you won, it was all your money. No, when I won, I was staked as well. I had 50. So the way a staking deal works is that it's usually done with like 50-50 with makeup. So imagine I'm staking Mr. Bob, and Bob, I give him $100,000, and I'm like, yo, go and make me money. You don't have to put any of your own money up. It's all me. It's all me, Bob. I'll take one for the team, Mr. Bob. Bob goes out and loses $10,000. Okay, well, he doesn't lose anything. It's just me losing 10. I'm now negative 10K, but he's now in what we call 10K makeup, which means that let's now say he wins $100,000 in his next tournament. He has to pay back that 10K, and then there's 90K left for us to split, and we both get 45 each. So at the end, I ended up in makeup, and I'm gonna have a conversation with Tony, see if he wants me to play some other high stakes games for him, whatever it is. Holy shit, so good at sets. And yeah, we'll cross that bridge when it comes. If I do end up doing a graph with my PokeStars Zoom results, I should end up streaming it. I should stream it. It's probably a good idea, to be honest. Yeah. Going to be check calling. So good at sets, to the point where we're now actually not even so good at sets. So good at quads. Should we slow roll him? Should we do it? Where's he from? Where are you from? Japan. I can't slow roll a Japanese person. They've been through enough. Sorry, Lapis. Sorry. Going to play any Triton? I don't know about it. Probably not. Not for a while. Charlie, I'm trying to do 0 to 1,000 Bankroll challenge, but I can play on all sites playing free rolls in advance. I got to $36. Yeah, any advice what to do with $36? It's a good question. If I had $36 and I was kind of new at poker. It depends how much money means to you. Like, are you trying to get good, or are you trying to make money quickly? Because if you're trying to make money quickly, just go to one of these obscure sites, like fucking, Party Poker or something like that. The 2NL will be super, super soft. If you want to, what's it called? If you want to get good, play on PokerStars 2NL Zoom. Did I have an ego pre-poker? My ego was so out of control before poker. It was wild. I was the kind of person that just could never accept if they were wrong about anything. Yeah, it was pretty wild. It's important to have a strong ego though. Like, if you don't have a strong ego, you're just a little bit of like a limp duck, a limp biscuit. I don't know what you call it, but some kind of flannel, I'm so sorry about all the coughing, by the way. You're alive so early, still working on VODs about. Yeah, I'll leave the VODs up. Hit the like button to win at poker, says Cipranio. Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys want to be good at poker, subscribe. Otherwise, you'll suck. Alright, I'm going to 3-bet this one. Jack 3 suited into 2 regs is going to be like very close to a fold, by the way. Alright, we're gonna see a better size that we want. It's like pocket 8s to call. I think we're just gonna size up. I think he's just going to call me down with like jacks all the time. The other option is to check raise, and I don't really like that. I think we don't really have too many bluffs if we check raise and then bet rip them. So I think I prefer to bet. Okay, Can you be profitable 5% rake on live? Assuming there's like an alright cap, yeah, for sure. By the way, guys, I'm not a fucking rake expert. I've almost never looked at the rake structure of anything I've ever played. Just so you know. You want to continue repping that ace, my friend? You want to continue telling this tall tale? My German compadre? Moi Drug? Didn't think so. Yeah, King 10, the King Hearts. Charlie, when will I grow pubes? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I'd say once you fuck a little bit of GTO, you'll probably get this testosterone boost. That's what most people seem to report. Gonna be over bet and turn it. Sex for chat says, why is there so much drama in the poker community? Is it ego? Poker players have huge egos in general because they think the best at poker is super intelligent. Ooh, almost fell. But in reality, the top pros playing each other is basically just good at memorizing GTO. I agree with you up until the last bit. To be a top player, you need very, very good mind. You need a very sharp intellect. There's a lot of things that go into being a good player. But I agree with you that there's a lot of people that just the egos are inflated, and I think more often, like if you look at the case of people throwing shit at each other online, a lot of what's happening is that poker players, a lot of us were kind of like bullied or rejected in school and things like this, and when people get a position where they're validated through either YouTube or through poker results or whatever it is, getting a fan base, it's like they want to, once they get that little bit of power, they want to then take out that pain that's still within them if they haven't dealt with it and inflict it on other people. And people aren't aware that they do it. But a lot of this drama, a lot of this toxicity just comes from pure insecurity and wanting to hurt people because they were hurt by the world. Shout out to the nuts, by the way. I'm so sorry for all the coughing. It's kind of unbearable for me. I don't know if that's turn. Yeah, he'll call the recreational player in the big blind. Hey Charlie, if I got a bankroll of $500 and I want to grind it into 5k playing 6 table regular cash, will you advise me 200 buy-ins or is 100 or 50 okay, non-zoom? 50 is a lot, man. 50 is a lot. I'd say max 50 if you want to, if you've already proven, say, that you can beat 10 and L, you know, go and have a shot take at 25 and L when you hit like 20 or 30. And then just move down if it doesn't go well. But maybe it'll go well, and maybe it'll just stay there forever. That's what happens with me. I just kept shot taking, and if I didn't do well and I lost like 3 buy-ins, I just went down and grinded back up until I could take another shot. But for me, it was all about how soon can I get to the next stake, and then test myself against the people who are better than me. I remember when I first played 25 and L, I got like cooled in a flush under flush situation. I was so fucking nervous. The pots looked so fucking big. And I was like, in my head, I was like, these guys are just so good at poker. How can I possibly beat them? And then a year later, I looked back at them. I was like, oh, what? Everyone just sucked. What the heck? We'll go for a third. Have you thought about paying a translator to dub your classes into Portuguese? In Brazil, there are 200 million people who are increasingly interested in poker. Yeah, I've thought about it, for sure. It's a good idea. Who do I support, Russia or Ukraine? Neither and both, my friend. Neither and both. I remember a few years back you did a stream where people sent selfies and tried to read their energy. Would you still do this? I'd still do it in my spare time. But I don't do too many of those streams anymore. Have I ever noticed the major artery of the neck bulges when an opponent is nervous and live, especially if they care about the money in front of them? Yeah, I've noticed it. Very difficult to analyze exactly what's going on there. It's one of them. It's one of the tells. All right, take a hold. We'll take a hold. I feel good about this. I felt too good about it. That was my problem. Hurt people, hurt people. Yeah, that's the one. Do I use a HUD? No, I don't use a HUD. I don't believe it's ethical. Interesting. I'm cool. Nice one. Stakes usually play. I don't really have a usual anymore. I'm playing a lot of 200 recently, but I'd feel comfortable playing higher. But I was also playing a lot of 1K, 2K, or 200, 400, or 100, 200. So I don't know if I have a standard at the moment. As a good chess player and good poker player, it was hardest to reach certain levels. Actually, I've got a feeling that maybe that's what I was going to say is wrong. I was going to say I might be more talented at chess than poker, but it's probably not true. But chess I found really easy to move up. The big barrier for me is that chess that you really do just need to study, like openings and stuff, because I got to 2K on chess.com on Blitz and Rapid and Bullet. And I was carrying it because I was good at the mid game. But I never studied the openings, I never studied the end games, and it was hard, you know. I'm gonna be overbent. Got to really pick my bluffs carefully on these stakes, by the way, because everyone's fucking calling me down. We'll open Queen 10 offsuit with a couple of 3 recreational players, actually. It's kind of nice. So yeah, once I reached about 2K, it was very difficult for me to try and outplay my opponents, and I'd just end up like -2, and I'd be like down 2 points of material or -2 in a position or whatever within the first like 12 moves, and that would just happen so consistently, and I'd have to try and fucking get my way out of the box. And in a way, I think it's made me really, really fucking hardcore at chess, because it's fucking challenged me in a lot of ways instead of just having the moves laid out in front of me. But it reached a point where I was like, well, I don't know if I can progress too much more after this, and I'd have to start learning openings and things. Why is everyone talking about Adolf Hitler and Saddam Hussein? Was it Saddam Hussein really that evil? Wasn't he funded by the CIA and then used as a reason to go to some fucking oil war? But no, it sounded like the shit he was doing was pretty evil. I don't know enough about it, because propaganda's fucking hard to look through when you're, what was that, like 10 or something when that happened. Yo, shout out to Deo Plays, sending love to you, my friend. What do you play at Deo Plays? You're a poker player. I might recognize you by face, even if not by name. Welcome, new people. We're here playing the stakes where fucking nobody ever folds to me, ever. Oh, and I'm here to tell everyone about my Discord community, which I'll do again now, because we got some new fucking faces. I would have opened that 10-7 soon normally. Oh my god, is this a Discord community that you can join for absolutely free? And speak to incredible poker players about hand histories and many, many more things. General strategy. Have voice chats with people. Have all of these things. Oh my god, you can add the stakes that you play. You can go in AI art and just look at the fucking AI art that we're fucking making. Pretty crazy, huh? Somebody tried to make a picture of me, and this is what they got. And then you could look at the epiphanypoker.com. I'll leave the link here, and you can join many, many other people and getting all of this fucking stuff. Look at that, 97 videos of the Bankroll Challenge, all whittled down into the best parts. Still a lot of fucking videos. And yeah, check it out on epiphanypoker.com. Somebody says, Charlie, please help. The Romanian Charmander beats 5 big blinds by 150 NL. Tier 7 reg is wrong. You're beating 50 NL at 5 BB per 100. That's really good, dude. I don't actually think you're a tier 7 reg. You seem like a very good poker player. I just gotta fire some shots every now and again, you know. Keep you on your toes. Alright. Oh, you just love to see an ace or a king, don't you? Beautiful thing about ace king is that when you hit a pair, it is always top pair. Think about that. The dopamine rush that people get from playing ace king. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this guy's probably a recreational player. We are going to go $5.50. Looks small but is big. The psychology behind that. Ace is pretty unwelcome. I'd much rather like a deuce or something like that. But I guess we check. And I guess we do that. Planning on calling a raise. Alright. Probably has like king jack. Ace queen. Wow, we definitely could have stacked that. I wouldn't have expected ace queen to check the turn though. Have I ever watched any of the Zeitgeist films? I think I watched one when I was a teenager, before I really understood anything. Retreat on the way. I might not do any more lifestyle retreats. There's already 20-something people out there that now know all of my lifestyle secrets. And the more I do, the higher chance it is that these things get out. So I might be done. I might do like one more maybe. I gotta be honest, I fucking undercharged for those things. And I know for a lot of people it's gonna sound like a lot of money, but I charged 3.6k. Yeah, but the amount of value people getting from it, it's absolutely bananas. I'm very happy to be able to share it with people who I feel are going to do good stuff in the world with money. But yeah, it's diluting the effect of them the more people that learn about them. I love your Grips video, how to win 50k back in the day, battling OTP, Red Baron, and Will Hasher. Was you new to 5k back then? Yeah. I think that was one of the first times I'd ever played 5k NL, actually. Yeah, and I was one-tabling. I was fucking one-tabling from, like, I'd already played a session of, like, a T-Coupe online, which is, like, a turbo series that Stars has. I was fucking one-tabling. And, yeah, I just started battling the best players in the world at the time and was doing really well. And then it just filled up with like recreational players and things like that. And I won fucking $50,000. I won 50k in one session. It was bananas. Absolutely bananas. I think we're just going to check down here. Now chopping with ace king is even better. I think we can even bluff this and just try and get him off a chop. I think I'm not going to because people are playing pretty tricky, but I think there's a good argument to bluff in there. On GG, I'd bluff that. On 200 GG for sure. Come play the Coin Poker NL 200, NL 500. I'm still discussing deals with Coin Poker about whether we're gonna create more content together. I hope we do. I fucking love the guys there. Charlie, how is the retro class where I pay you to zap me back into 2005 with all your current knowledge? Oh, imagine. Do you guys ever have like the daydream where you'd like you're suddenly I'm just gonna call this nice. You're suddenly like 10 years old again, but you have all the knowledge that you currently do now, and you like go out and buy Bitcoin, or for me it's like go and play poker and be like the best player in the world by far. I have those kind of idealizations quite often. I'm not even gonna bluff this, fuck it. I'm not even gonna bluff it. People just call me. I'm done bluffing. I'm done. He would have folded that one probably, but maybe not, honestly. Maybe not. That's one of the hands you'd expect to fold like game theory wise, but there's a good chance he would have just fucking called me. Is it possible to join my backing team? I am not backing people. Any advice for facing big downswing? Go spend some time in nature and reset yourself. There's no such thing as a downswing. You know, if you're only taking it from this point forward, you're not in a downswing. You just you're at the starting point. So yeah, go find a way to reset yourself, and yeah, don't even think of it as a downswing. Just play. Play when you feel good. If you can meditate. If that's not your thing, don't worry about it. What do you think my EV BB per 100 on 15 hours? I have no idea. I don't know what rate they charge. What rate do they charge on this? Yeah, probably a lot. Probably a lot. It's just such a less fun experience for me, having people know who I am when I'm playing, because now so much of my strategy is just like waiting to get a good hand and stacking them in spots where other people wouldn't. Obviously, I'm still doing a lot of bluffing, as you've seen. It's just way less. Whereas on GG, the reason I haven't shared my screen name is because, and you'll see it, I've recorded probably like 20, 25 videos or something like that of me playing whilst people don't know who I am, or at least while most people don't. And the spots that I take are just insane. I'm playing 30% VPIP consistently, which is insane. Which like 30% VPIP is a wild percentage of hands to be playing. 4, huh? Okay. Don't know about that. Sizing was very, very dubious. Jesus Christ. All right. Do I have live tails and Adama? I do. Thank God. Otherwise that would be fucking tough to play against him. Yeah, there's some live tails out there that are pretty universal on everybody. And everybody out there thinks that they don't have them, but they do. In fact, some people think that they do. That's but a lot of people don't. Again, sorry for the coughing. Wish me luck, boys. GL, what do we got? Nice. That's what one describes as best case scenario. Big S on YouTube says, would love to get a decent 10k bankroller. I remember exactly those feelings. I remember laying in my beds back in Bury St Edmunds and stuff like great. And I probably had like a 3-figure bankroll, you know, like in the hundreds. And I was just laying there, like, imagine what it would be like to have $10,000 in my bankroll. I could play all these things, I could play that. And now looking back at those, it's such a magical feeling. And I hope that every single one of you has that in your life, whether it's about poker or something else, where you're like dreaming about something in the future you might have, and then you get it, and you look back and you even like supersede it, and you're like, whoa, fuck, I did it. Because it's a fucking beautiful feeling, man. You know what's a trip for me? Nice hand. Looking around at everything that I have in my life right now, like all of the material things, like my car, like the home that I'm living in. I'm renting, so I don't own it, but I don't know, this fucking glass, this crystal, this fucking flute on the side. Shout out to the flute, by the way. And thinking all of it came from $50. Isn't that fucking wild? All of the experiences that I've had, all of the holidays that I have, you know, the things I bought for my parents, the health that I've been able to provide, the things I've been able to provide for people on the street. There's so much cool stuff that's all come from that $50. It feels fucking fantastic. Yeah, it's such a mindfuck. It doesn't feel bluffy, does it? But we'll continue. Fair enough. Hello. Hi. You're on stream, by the way. Hey, Lena.
There's someone at the door for Bambi.
Oh, yeah.
And Hannah said you need to go.
I need to go? Could you, Okay, let's do this in a... Could you bring up the blue harness that's hanging up outside of just in front of the door?
Yeah.
And bring it to Hannah so Hannah can put on the harness?
Yes.
And then bring Bambi back downstairs for the people.
So, do you want me to do the harness? I might be able to
Yeah,
do it.
you can give it a go if you want, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just like sliding it over and clipping it.
Yeah, because Hannah said you might not be able to go.
If you can't, then bring her up to me and we'll figure it out. Thank you so much, Lena.
Come on, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, got a wild house at the moment. Somebody says, Charlie, this is your chance to set an example for all coaches on streams. Get all your Zoom outs important on stream. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I emailed Stars, and they're being real slow about it. Yeah, I'll do that. Sounds like a good idea. Some people say it's not even people like Linus will be NL50 at 10 BB per 100. Do you think that's true? I have no fucking idea. No idea. I never looked at my BB per 100 really when I was playing. I just looked at how much money I was making, which probably isn't like the most precise way to look at things, but that's what I was doing. I guess you had an 8, or we're just giving up with ace king. What's going on? Ace jack, huh? All right. Flew or riot. That's it. It's a fair request. We're just gonna check this one down. Have I read Garrett's new tweet? No. Let's read it now. Jesus, should we all read this on stream together? Get my in-time reaction, sorry. Looking spicy, the first few sentences. Let's just get max value from this first, eh? Unlucky dude. Alright. So, let's read this. Whoa. full screen. All right. I've done a lot of tongue biting over the past 6 months. Just didn't have it in me this morning to do it yet again. I will always love poker. The game is endlessly fascinating. By the way, I fucking love Garrett. Just the context of what's going on. I fucking love Garrett. I've talked to him a little bit recently as well, especially with the stuff that happened with HCL. Anyway, I'd always love poker. The game is endlessly fascinating from a strategic, emotional, and psychological perspective. But amongst a sea of other bullshit, the biggest reason I've taken time away from the game recently is its zero-sum nature. There is a finite amount of money to be made in a micro industry within poker, especially the cutthroat, high-stakes Los Angeles ecosystem. Anyone who is profitable or even trying to minimize their losses in that ecosystem sees me as competition. Everyone, including stream owners who play in these games on and off stream, is fighting for the same finite amount of money from the same player pool, and you damn well better believe they all view me as their primary adversary, given how much I've won in the small community over the past decade. This reality is why I've only played poker 1 to 2 times a week for the last several years in good games, when I used to battle anyone both live and online around the clock for the first 15 years of my career. In fact, most of my online poker, 15 years is pretty fucking wild. In fact, most of my online poker years are spent cutting my teeth playing heads up against many of the best players in the world. My entire life was poker, and it came at great cost to my mental health as I severely lack balance. This is very well written so far, by the way. In recent years, my quality of life has much improved with poker, filling a small part of both time and identity. I'm just going to get the chat up so I can read you guys' comments at the same time. I'd simply rather do other things instead of playing in a super tough game. Yes, I game select. This is the biggest skill one can have as a poker player, and I make zero apologies for it. Yes, I have worked together with stream game builders to put together profitable and sustainable games. I am at peace in doing so. By the way, you have to do that if you're playing a fucking game. You have to get a soft enough game that people are going to play. I had a very brief stint in that in the coin poker thing, and yeah, it's a very delicate balance to make. The sustainability of these shows, especially at the high stakes, is dependent upon the game maintaining several recreational players. No Rex, no game. As simple as that. True. See if I can get my webcam back on, by the way. Hello, beautiful people. This is my face. All right. These soft games are mutually beneficial to all parties aside from the pros who can't get into said games. And given I too have regularly been shut out of games throughout my career, I know that shitty feeling all too well. Me too. No, I did not control lineups. I assure you they would have looked much different if I did. I certainly wouldn't have played with Nick Airball, a guy who I didn't at all know initially, who awkwardly talked shit to me every time we played together on stream in a disingenuous attempt to increase his notoriety. I can empathize with a couple of grinders who have spoken out against me under the belief that I alone prevented them from playing something that has been wildly overstated in recent days. By them being unable to get a seat in those great games has a real impact on their bottom line. I don't fault them at all for disliking me. By the way, I fault people for disliking him for that. That is a faultable offense in my opinion. But do you really believe they all wouldn't do the exact same thing if they were the most popular on the show? Most popular player on the show. Why do you think I was always shut out of any Alan Keating game? With the crazy way Keating plays, he was able to leverage me out of those lineups. Alan is a cool dude and a savvy businessman, and I never took it personally. Good to know. Alan Keating out there hustling, getting the good players out of there. Instead of crying about not getting seats on Twitter, these grinders may have instead considered how they could add value to a poker stream. Better add value to a poker stream. And instead of continuing to point the finger at me, even as I haven't played for 6 months, these pros should consider why they still aren't getting seats in the games. The reality is that no pro is going to speak out against the stream, as getting seats in that stream's great games is their lifeblood. Better to make their scapegoat now that they see an opportunity to pile on. I very much empathize with some viewers who prefer I battle playing in tough games. As a fan and forever student of the game myself, I can very much relate to those who feel this way, but at the same time, I'm a professional poker player and my job is to ethically win at the highest rate I can. Poker is not a team sport, and I'm not the CEO of a company contemplating between increasing my employees' pay versus my own. The other pros are my competition. Should I sign their checks just to be a nice guy? High stakes live poker is a blood sport played for mind-boggling amounts of money. I often reflect on if I'm cut out for that world anymore, especially the politics, but I still love the game and I suspect I'll be back in some form soon enough. Fuck yeah. I love it. I think it's really good. Yeah, a lot of people will give others shit for selecting games or trying to get in softer games or not battling or anything like that. When in reality, the only people battling are the fucking Linus online. Even like Jason Kuhn, Sam Greenwood, Sam Grafton. They're not playing online 10KNL because they don't want to battle against the best in the world. They're battling out there in the high stakes tournaments. But they wouldn't battle if there weren't like recreational players or weaker spots in the tournament to do it. So this whole mentality of like you need to throw your balls on the table, you need to shoot your ass in the air, and you need to let other people fuck you just for the sake of looking good on a fucking poker stream is absolutely bananas. And people saying that that's the way to be a poker player are setting terrible examples to other people. I've personally not game selected much in my life, because I loved the battles, but at the same time, you don't see me playing too much against Linus. I did it for a fucking couple of weeks because I wanted to not humble myself. I wanted to get rid of the fear that I had of playing against him, because I thought that would also extrapolate over to other areas of my life as well, like being scared of being humbled or being shown that I'm worse than someone. But yeah, I got nothing against when people fucking game select. It's like a really important part of being a fucking poker player. Anyway, back to crushing these stakes. Is this a polygamy house? No, that was Leonore the cleaner. She's great. We love Leonore in this house. His tweet was pretty boring, didn't say much. I mean, you can understand it from his point of view. A lot of people be like, oh yeah, Nick Ebel calling him out for not battling. But yeah, no, it's just a nonsense thing that people like to parrot, and people like to find the villain in him or whatever it is. And trust me, Nick Ebel is the guy that's saying that nobody's battling. Nick Ebel ain't fucking battling. Nick Ebel, he wouldn't play me heads up. He wouldn't play other people heads up. He just wants to get some TV time because he loves the fun of it. He loves the fun of the ego being blown up or taken down. And he's great for the game. He's great for entertainment and creating a villain in the game. But you can't take anything that he's saying about these battling things seriously because it's complete nonsense. Hey Charlie, what books do you recommend? Do you mean poker books or non-poker books? I've got a lot of non-poker books to recommend. I have no poker books to recommend whatsoever. And it depends what you're looking for. You're looking to learn some fucking science. You're looking to learn metaphysics. You're looking to expand your horizons in the political spectrums. I don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, I got a lot. I like reading novels to learn. I think if you look at some of the greatest novel writers in history, like Dostoevsky and Tolstoy and fucking whoever else, the amount that you learn from that, even if it's not so obvious what you're learning as you're learning it, is incredible. Garrett is not saying please feel sorry for me. There's no part of him that's saying that. He's just making a fucking statement, dude. I guess we do this. me check. Nice. Charlie, are you looking for horses? Nah. I'm not looking to stake people. I'll help you get good at poker, but you keep your money, man. You keep your money. What are the results against Linus? I think I lost like fucking 2 buy-ins, 3 buy-ins, something like that. Not too much. I ran like shit as well, but I held my own. But it was very evident to me that even though at the beginning I think it was relatively not that uneven, nearer the end he was just annihilating me in the small spots. And the big spots, you know, whatever, anyone can fucking play a big spot if you're getting cooled or coolering someone. But the small spots, if you're getting owned in those, that's pretty fucking rough. Could have folded the 10, I wasn't sure. I'm gonna overbet here, try and get him to fold the king. We did not manage to make him fold a king. Again, I don't know what it is. There's something in the air on PokerStars that people are just not fucking folding. It's so crazy. Whereas something in the air on GG, everyone just folds fucking everything. I wonder if I'm like manifesting it. The more I think, the more I believe it, the more I'm fucking manifesting that existence. It is next level how night and day it is. Check calling pot on the flop. His turn sizing makes me pretty happy. What we're going to do here is we're just going to tank call. We're just going to tank call. And give him the... give him the thought that we might be thinking about folding. And then call anything on the river. Whoa. Okay. I did not think he had that. I'm gonna be completely straightforward and honest with you guys. That was not the hand that I expected him to have. You could have given me 28 guesses. You're gonna give me more than, I think, 52 guesses. I'm still not getting that one. He never bluffs this ace. Do you bet on sports gamble outside of poker? Nah, no, I'm not good enough. I bet on Khabib Nurmagomedov, whatever he's called, to beat Conor when they fought. That was it. Did Garrett ever give back Robbie that 200k back? No, nor should he, in my opinion. Because let's be honest, she cheated. Even if the evidence hasn't come out officially, let's be honest. Allegedly. Yeah. When there are too many coincidences for it to be a coincidence, you start having to consider it might not be a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You guys understand? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? Alright. We're going to go with 4.27. And we're going to shove river. Well, if he's calling ace queen, there's a good chance he's calling queen jack. So, next time, eh? Next time. Yeah, no folding to me is a very, very pertinent caveat there, my friend. Why is this in 144p? That might be you. I'm pretty sure the qualities are right. If people don't fold, maybe she use one of the 97 exploits, don't bluff as much. Yeah, that's pretty much my strategy at the moment. I'm pretty sure one of the exploits is to say, stop trying to fucking bluff people that don't fold. In fact, no, that's actually literally one of the first exploits is when I'm playing fucking 2-0. And I figure out, oh, I can't be fucking whatever. You know, you feel me? Can't be trying to bluff 2-0 people. Nice. How's my newborn going? Thanks for asking, by the way, Victor. Everything good? I'd like to hear your thoughts on homeschooling and giving cell phones to kids. Homeschooling sounds perfect as long as the parents are good. Yeah, we're going to go for the whole no school. And allow the kid's curiosity to lead its own education. And then if it has an interest in something, we'll help him learn, help her learn. Or him in the future. Yo, Charlie, if you think that Nick Abel won't play you heads up, you're deluded, pal. Not really a big fan of him. Until recently, I was a fan of yours, but haven't covered yourself in glory recently. Delusions of grandeur, my friend. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, dude. Alright. You got to stick up your ass. You can get out of here. You can skedaddle. Dun, 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 dun. I guess we just go big. And now there's not much value to get because King X isn't going to call much. 5X beats us, and Ace X we chop with. So now we're just going to do that. We'll bet 50 cents on the river, get maximum out of the king. And we will call a raise if he so happens to raise, and if he's managed to check a value hand on the river, so fucking be it. Well, congratulations, my friend, you did it. You motherfucker. Suspects are innocent until proven guilty. That is correct, hence why she's not in jail. But yeah, sometimes there's just too many things pointing in one direction. Yeah, covered it enough times. Probably not going to cover it too much more, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. $1, huh? All right. Tony G said Robert's qualified. It's funny. Yeah, no school. Oh yeah. School systems traumatize the crap out of people. As, by the way, do hospital births. Yeah, I don't know if you look around and see how fucking messed up everyone is. There's a few reasons for it. I did a lecture recently at Imperial College. It was maybe like a year and a half ago actually. And I asked them, guys, what makes your heart sing? Like, what do you love? Like, do you love your subjects? Do you what do you want to do in the world? What draws you towards, like, what passions do you have? And almost unanimously, I think there's one exception. These are some of the brightest minds in the world, by the way. Imperial College is like top tier university. You know, it's like the Stanford of fucking England. And almost without exception, every single one of them had no fucking passions. Had no idea what they wanted to do. They were like, oh, I'll just get a job. I don't really like my subject, but I'll just make money. And to see people that, you know, when they were younger, they would have been filled with curiosity and joy for the world and seeking truth and all of these things. See them just so fucking beaten down by the system that they're in. You know, having all of these horrible connotations with learning and education, where it becomes this chore, where it becomes boring, where it becomes competitive against their other students. It was genuinely just so like, what the fuck happened here? It's like somebody dropped an intellectual nuclear bomb on you guys, and something has to change. Because, yeah, that's what the schooling system does. It takes the joy out of people. And it takes the connotation of learning and it turns it horrible. What is my response to the Kakati video about me? I've not seen it, so I cannot respond. Carrel, play Mahjong with me. I actually do love Mahjong. Played it a lot as a kid. If you weren't bullied in school, do you think you would still have homeschooled your kid? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I guess we'll check. Yes, boys. Look how innocuous that looks. He might not even figure out I'd flat 4s and 5s here because of this guy in the big blinds. Go for your 3x pot. He knows who I am, so I'll give him a chance to punt it off. Yeah, and with the trash that's currently being taught in schools as well, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I wouldn't want my kid learning some of that. You actually have king queen. Well, you don't have king queen of spades, my friend. King spades on the board. Well, talked him into it. We got him, boys. We got him, boys. Yeah, king, queen of clubs. But yeah, obviously, still with education, it's very important to allow your child to explore things like mathematics or English or storytelling or whatever they're interested in. And fortunately enough, I have the resources that I could offer, one-on-one tutors or online courses or whatever they want to do. Go and do clubs where other people are interested in it. K1 Kanye, I guess your name is, says, uni killed my passion for my subject and for life. Had to work really hard to reclaim it, and I was by far not the only one. Yeah, exactly, my friend. Thank you for sharing that. Hi, Charlie. Why are you at 50 now? Bankroll challenge or just a fresh start? I'm just streaming for the sake of it. There's no narrative behind this one. We're just fucking having a good splash around. Here to tell you guys that you have one fucking week left to get the elite membership in my Discord and in my whatever it's called, my site. I think there's a good chance it'll still put like ace jack of hearts when I go this size. There were 7 suicides at your uni last year. Jesus Christ. Do you know why? That is fucking wild. This size doesn't feel like a bluff at all. That being said, I'm not just going to throw it away. Check call, check raise, river, huh? What are you repping? Wait, what are you repping? Okay. I'm going to call here, and I'm going to lose, just so you know, but I only need to be right one in whatever times. Not very often. I'm only calling because he's representing literally nothing, but the problem is he probably knows that. And, okay, perfect. Phew. Okay. Usually when regs represent literally nothing, they usually just fucking have something. They just have like a rivet set or some weird shit. But maybe not that time. Hey, it's the Omaha folks. Shout out to her. Do you remember the first time we tried meditation? Yeah, the first however many times just fucking sucked. I really didn't like it. This is close to a call or a fold when it goes so small. And then the first time I really enjoyed it, I was doing the Headspace app, like everyone fucking does when they first get into meditation. And sorry, someone asked a really interesting question in the chat. I'll get to that afterwards. Thoughts on your child having OnlyFans? Yeah, and I did it on a beach in Mexico, and I felt fucking amazing after that. So we'll call this one as well. Oh my goodness. I'll lead a third. I think we'll check this one. There's a good chance that he bets aces or ace-king, which are the hands that I really want to target. Kings, jacks, tens will all bet themselves. There's a chance he might find some bluffs too. I think now what we do is we shove. And hope that he's got like aces with a spade. Something like that. Dodging the snaps, very nice. Never mind. No delay to the stream. I'm pretty sure there's a delay. Yeah, there is. Somebody said, "What do I think about the sort of my kids having an OnlyFans in the future?" I would say if my kid ended up having an OnlyFans, it would be more indicative of me doing something wrong or Hannah doing something wrong. I've got nothing intrinsically against somebody doing these things, but I would say somebody who's in who's in very, very good mental health and values themselves in a certain way intrinsically would not be opening an OnlyFans and selling like nude photos of themselves or whatever. So Brody wins 5 BB per 100 at 10, 50 an L. Yeah, I'm sorry, my friend. That's just sounds like you're on about tier 7. That's what I call that. Gonna be raising a straight. We're hitting a lot of hands at the moment, by the way. No, sad. I take it back. We're hitting no hands right now. Do you think socializing, making friends is important? Yeah, super important. What's my diet consisting of eating? So I don't eat gluten. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat refined sugar. I don't eat processed food. I don't eat too much corn. I don't eat like oils like sunflower oil. I eat like coconut oil and olive oil and things like that if it's organic and whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I don't eat. So everything's organic, or almost everything's organic. And yeah, very, very careful with diet because I want my brain to work well and I want everything in my life to be good. All right. Hi Charlie, a friend and I have been in a back and forth philosophical debate. We were wondering if you could give us some insight. Yeah, I'll do my best, my friend. I'll do my fucking best. What's the debate that's getting you in a quibble? Trying to see if I get restream up. Don't know where it is. That's it. On 3 scatters, do you go raining or sticky wilds on Doghouse Megaways? I have no idea what you're saying. I don't know if it's a troll question or I don't know if I'm just like missing out on some like very obvious fucking things that anybody under the age of like 20 knows about. Sverkedevses says, wow, that was terrible. So much value lost. Well, why does nobody say that when I shove and they call for like 3x pot? Why do you only say that when I shove and they fold for 2x pot? Let me ask you that. If he had called with aces the ace of spades, would you still be saying the same thing? And if not, you're results oriented, my friend. As we all are. It's very hard not to be. It's very hard not to be. What, we stream sniping for a small pot? What's going on here, bro? Although I will say I do agree it was probably a bet on the turn. My reason for checking is that he would still bet aces and ace king, probably on the turn himself, but he does still have other hands like queens. He does still have like, maybe some like queen jacks in there. So yeah, actually, probably right. Probably did lose a lot of value in that one. But I bet if he called, you still wouldn't be saying it. I bet. You can flat this, so I'm going to be 4-betting because people are playing wild against me. Let's do that. Cool deuces. Shoving. Ace 5 offsuit, huh? Alright, my friend, alright. My Japanese compadre. Nice hand. Easier to ask what I eat. I eat a lot. I eat fruit, vegetables, meat, stuff like that. Never factory farm meat though. I don't want that shit in my body. And I don't want to support that fucking awful industry. It's a very small 3-bet, by the way. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that flop. I'm so sad right now. I'm calling. You got it, my friend. You got it. Against the set, we almost have the right odds anyway. Nice hand. Fucking hell. Alright, I'm getting hungry. Let's go raid someone. All the love, beautiful people. We crushed. Lost a couple of stacks at the end, but c'est la vie. Jesus, a lot of people watching.